in national development program, and also capitalizing on the principles of the Lyon Declaration. As we all know, that the Lyon Declaration is a IFLA is a high-level policy statement by IFLA, and it is IFLA's vision of how library can contribute to development. And it is an instrument that the libraries and librarians can use in their own countries to urge policymakers and development practitioners to leverage libraries and to ensure that any post-2015 development framework recognize the role of access to information as a fundamental element supporting development. That being said, here in Namibia, of course, we have always been conscious that without library participation fully in development, and as a country whereby at the time of our independence in 1990, we had 60% of the population which was illiterate. So we librarians, we were very much focused, and we made it our problem, our business, to make sure that any policy development taking place in the country, we want libraries to be mentioned. So in 2003-4, the Namibian government developed what we now know as Vision 2030, high-level principle of the country, how the country intends to develop its people, its environment, and we made sure, we lobby our government to make sure that libraries were included in Vision 2030. And the Vision 2030 contain principle, although the statement which went into the Vision 2030 is not to the liking of libraries, we use then that tool to say that as a weak sector, as being stated, then we need more resources to go toward libraries so that we can create an impact which is wanted by the country. And when these meetings were being called, spearheaded by the Office of the President, the librarians, we were not invited, but we make sure that we invite ourselves, because we know very well that if we wait to be invited, maybe nobody will invite us. So we invite ourselves to go there. But when we go to these meetings, we also understand the development issues which are facing the country, whether it is in terms of agriculture, what are the challenges in agriculture? If it is in terms of education, what are the challenges in education? And through that, then we say our intervention will be that libraries have a solution. So we present ourselves, and then the government see us as partners. And then through that, we get ourselves included. I can just mention to you that the first policy on e-government, it actually recognizes library as information access point. So any development partner who want to do business with Namibia, they have to recognize that they have to go through libraries. So library is recognized by ICT policy as information access point. And through this, libraries have been mentioned everywhere. And also when there is public policy, this ICT in education, as a guide for the implementation of ETSIP, which also again recognize libraries as critical for development. What we have failed to do, which is really actually a shortcoming on our part, is that when the country now translates Vision 2030 into National Development Plan 1, 2, and 3, and 4, we didn't lobby enough to get ourselves included. But we have plans to lobby. And in fact, at the moment, we got a lot of money from government to to plan model libraries and to establish model libraries. We have so far now 3 model libraries that are state of the art, which is providing not only access, but is a meeting place, is a cultural, it is a place where people go for all sorts of, it's a civic center, it's a children's, it's just the best. It's unfortunate that I didn't have the PowerPoints to show the state of the art libraries that we have through these efforts. And when the government started engaging AU to come up with this, those who participated in the African Agenda 2063, what they call CAP, African Common Position toward the SDGs. Again, we lobby our government to make sure that they include libraries in the whatever statements they are making, and they recognize that access to information is critical for development. And in the last meeting, which was held in Windhoek, hosted by UNESCO, I just heard that they will have that meeting, and I made myself available. I went to the National Commission for UNESCO. I told them I have something to say, and I used the Lyon Declaration. I used the Lyon Declaration to lobby for libraries, and I just told them, and I was included in the agenda eventually. And then I told them that because our leaders are involved at African level, at UN level, discussing how they want to develop their nations. And we, libraries, can offer the platform where they can disseminate information regarding development through libraries to their citizens. So these are our efforts, and I just want to urge all my colleagues, librarians, that we should not sit down and fold our hands. We should be the one running after our policymakers. And if we hear that events are taking place where people are discussing any issues relating to development, we must make ourselves relevant, we must make ourselves available, and we should go and lobby for libraries, because nobody will come and say, where are the libraries? It's us. The onus is on us. And the beauty of the Lyon Declaration is that it is accompanied by a toolkit which tells step by step how we should lobby our policymakers, and how we should lobby our policymakers and put libraries on the national, regional, and international agenda. And of course, we librarians, we have also been argued to restructure and to reprofile and to reposition. And I think, we should just go out of our way to make use of the Lyon Declaration to lobby for libraries. I thank you.